Every single year, we see young NBA players take their games to whole nother levels and break out as players. And that can happen for so many reasons, whether that be more opportunity, more experience, joining a new team, or their organization adding pieces to the team or coaching staff that really help them out. It can happen for, again, a lot of reasons. We saw Lauri Markkanen win MIP last year and take a big leap. We saw Tyrese Halliburton do the same. We saw Shai Gilgeous-Alexander take his game to a whole nother level. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 players who I think will break out this year. But before we do get started, please hit that like button if you end up enjoying this video, because it really does help out the channel. And of course, subscribe if you guys are new and you guys enjoy content like this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. And starting this list off, we got Tyrese Maxie of the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, it's fair to say that Tyrese is already a good player. I 100% agree. I mean, I think he's like a good starting level point guard or shooting guard. I mean, I think he is a good starting level player. However, he's not exactly at that, bona fide, legit all-star level yet. But this year, I think he's taking the leap to reaching that tier of being a bona fide all-star. And it really just stems from the fact that I think he's getting a lot more opportunity this year. We know James Harden requested a trade, and I'm recording this on the 19th of July of 2023, and he is yet to be traded as I'm recording this. However, I do think he is going to be dealt before the season does start, and as a result, I think Tyrese is going to be getting, again, a lot more opportunity, and I think he's going to make the most of it, and I think he's going to average at least 20 to like 23 points per game. I think he's going to also rack up a lot of assists and emerge as a really good playmaker. And I think he's going to establish himself as a really good second option next to Joel Embiid. But really, all I have to say for Tyrese Maxey. Next guy on the list that I have is Jabari Smith of the Houston Rockets. We know that Jabari did not exactly have a great rookie year. He was viewed as one of the best prospects in the 2022 NBA draft, but unfortunately, his rookie year was not really that good. But I do think that towards the end of the season, he did improve as a player, and that is something you like to see. And Jabari Smith, he played a little bit in the Summer League, and although it is a small sample size, and although it is just the Summer League, he looked very good, and I do believe that Jabari Smith, based on the improvement he made towards the end of the year, I think that's going to be one reason why he does take a leap this year. And along with that, I mean, the Rockets hired Ime Udoka, they added Fred VanVleet in the offseason, they drafted Amen Thompson in this year's NBA draft, and I think those additions are really going to help. Fred VanVleet and Amen Thompson, they add playmaking to this team, which is something they really need. And that's going to, really help Jabari get some easy buckets. And along with that, Ime Udoka, I think he's a fantastic coach. I mean, you can say whatever you want about him as a person in regards to that whole incident that, got him let go by the Boston Celtics. But as a basketball mind, he's really good, and I think he's going to make this team a lot more disciplined. I don't think their offense is going to be as wild and wacky. I think they're going to run a lot more defined sets to help Jabari Smith get easier buckets. So, again, I think that improvement is a sign that, he's going to carry that over in next year. And the additions they made to the coaching staff and to the actual team itself, and I also think the experience is going to help. So, yeah, I think Jabari Smith, I think he's going to be great next year. I think he's going to be way better offensively, and defensively, I think he's also going to emerge as one of the better defenders in the NBA. But on to the third guy, we got Shaden Sharpe of the Portland Trail Blazers. Shaden Sharpe was a very weird player heading into this year. We know he did not play any college or overseas basketball, and he didn't even play in the G League or like Overtime Elite. But he was still viewed as one of the best prospects in the 2022 NBA draft. But, because he never, he kind of, in a way, took a year off from playing organized basketball, we didn't know what to expect from him. And he actually had a pretty good rookie season, averaging like 10 points per game on pretty good efficiency, and he was especially good when the Blazers shut down Dame for the last few weeks of the year. And Damian Lillard, he requested a trade, and I do, of course, I think that Damian Lillard will be traded this offseason. I don't know when, but I think it will happen, and I think Portland is just going to embrace the rebuild, and as a result, they're going to give a lot of opportunity to their young guys like Scoot Henderson and, of course, Shaden Sharpe. And Shaden has, in my opinion, I think all the tools to be one of the best players in the league, and I think next year he's going to be starting, like all of the games, and I do think that he's going to make the most of those opportunities, and I think he's going to average like 16 to 18 points per game on pretty good efficiency and emerge as, I'd say, like a good starting level player, and soon enough I think he will be an all-star. I'm very high on Shaden Sharpe, but that is all I have to say for him. Fourth guy on this list that I have is Jalen Durham of the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Durham was a lottery pick, I believe, also during the 2022 NBA draft. I thought he was pretty decent coming out of Memphis, and last year, he was one of the best rookies in the NBA, despite the fact that he didn't start most of the games that he played in, but he was really good, and I think that next year, Jalen Durham's going to be getting a whole lot more opportunity. I think he will be the starting five for pretty much all the games that he does play in. I think that, the additional experience is going to help him a lot as well. And another big thing is that, the Pistons, they hired Monty Williams, who in my opinion is a really good coach. He did so much to help turn around the Phoenix Suns, even if he was eventually fired. And along with that, Cade Cunningham, I think he is going to be healthy this year, and a healthy Cade Cunningham is going to, really help out Jalen Durham. Cade Cunningham, I think he's a great playmaker, and I think that's going to help Jalen Durham get some easy buckets. Along with that, if not only Cade Cunningham can take a leap in his game, but also Jaden Ivey, then he's going to have two good playmakers, not just like one good playmaker. I think he'll have like two good playmakers to help life, to really just make his life easier and to, get him easier buckets. And along with that, I think he's going to emerge as a really good defensive player. So yeah, I think Jalen Durham, I think he's going to be an absolutely fantastic player. He's got all the athletic tools to be a great player in this league. He has two great playmakers. And yeah, that experience and that opportunity really going to help him out. But final guy on this list that I have is Paulo Bonquero of the Orlando Magic. Of course, Paulo is the reigning Rookie of the Year. He averaged 20 points per game last season. Albeit, it was on, his efficiency was just okay. Not like he was, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great either when it came to his efficiency. But I think that Paulo Bonquero, that additional experience, it's going to help him a lot to improve his game. And along with that, the Magic did draft Anthony Black in this year's NBA draft. And Anthony Black, I worry about his shooting, but he is a damn good playmaker, and if he has a good rookie year, that's going to be another playmaker to help Paulo's life be a lot easier. So, yeah, I think Paulo Bonquero will average at least 21 points per game. I think his efficiency will be much better. I think he's going to, be a lot better from the field, and I think his three-point shot is actually going to be, I'd say, respectable this year. And along with that, I think the Orlando Magic as a team are going to be pretty competitive, and I would not be surprised at all if they made the play-in tournament. I think they probably will, in my opinion. I am high on the Orlando Magic, and I think Paulo Bonquero will break out and emerge as an all-star caliber player. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Again, like, subscribe, do all of that, and comment any NBA players who I missed that you think will break out, and check me out on social media. The links to my Twitter and Instagram, they're in the description below. But yeah, without further ado, I'm out, you guys.